Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So today is actually one of the least favorite things that I like to do in the garden, and that is picking insects off the plants in my garden. And the three insects that I'm focusing on today are the red beetle on my lily plants, the leaf tire caterpillars on my hydrangeas, as well as the leaf green boxwood caterpillars. And for those of you that grow lilies in your garden, you know how devastating these beetles can be to a garden that's full and covered with lily plants. They pretty much eat everything, foliage as well as the flowers. So the best thing for me to do is actually I go out and hand pick them off and drown them in a little bit of soapy water every single night. It is actually a lot of work, but I actually find that it's so worth it because I ended up, saving all of my lily blooms and also, not having to use any chemicals in the garden, which is what I prefer. So when you're looking at lilies, what you're actually looking for is you're looking for the leaf or the foliage where there are actually lots of holes. The holes actually, it's a pretty good indicator that you probably have those lily red beetles and they're probably feeding on your plants. So picking off the red beetle lilies of my lily plants has been something that I have actually been keeping track of almost every evening. And I can kind of see that there are still some around because I can see lots of holes on the foliage of my lily plants. So that is actually not a good sign. Here I can see there are actually a couple of them. Can you see that? There are the actual red ones right there. So I'm gonna try to actually pick them off the plant gently. Oh, there, I got them. There you go. Here are two. Oh, I'm gonna hold on to them before I lose them. So normally I take these and I put them in a container of soapy water. Here's my soapy water. So all I had was just regular tap water, and I did put in a little bit of the soap earlier. And so here are the beetles right here. I have to be careful not to lose them. And I'm actually going to dump them in here and let them drown in the soapy water. There are chemicals that you can actually use to remove them, but I actually prefer to do this on a daily basis. And yesterday I was out here, I also found a few more as well, but it looks like I'm actually okay here. So I think this looks pretty good. This one also looks like it probably had beetles living somewhere close by. I don't see, but lots of foliage that's eaten off like that, right? I don't think I did find some earlier, which no, I don't see anything now. So I think this one's probably good until tomorrow. I think this one doesn't look like I don't see anything here. You know what? Nope. Nothing here either. Okay, so it looks like this one is safe. And I'm also looking at the foliage. It doesn't look like there are any beetles here because all the foliage looks pretty good, except for this one, which I did remove some beetles earlier. I think that looks good. Here's another bush of them. No, oh, I don't see any. Nope, I think they're pretty good, but there's some damaged foliage, means that they have been here. But you know what? I don't actually see anything, so maybe this is good for now. I think this one looks good as well. I don't see any beetles on here. And this one here looks pretty good as well. So I think for tonight, the red lily beetles are all gone. So now we are on to picking leaf tire caterpillars off our hydrangeas. Now, for those of you that know, these caterpillars, they love smooth hydrangeas, especially the new growth on the hydrangeas. I do find that they don't tend to target my macrophylla and my serrata hydrangeas, but they love this the most. I do have also some on my panicle hydrangeas, but like I said, this is the most liked by these caterpillars. And when looking at the hydrangeas, whenever you see little pockets of new foliage that kind of look like they're tied together, the leaves like this is probably a good sign that the caterpillar is actually inside. So, you know, you can kind of see that after you remove the caterpillars, the leaf will continue to grow and they will look a little bit distorted like this. But I find that it doesn't really affect the bloom, so I just kind of leave it alone. But it doesn't look good, right? So that's the only thing that that kind of affects it. Like same thing here. You can kind of see that this was something that I picked off probably last week or probably a few days ago, and the foliage doesn't look quite pretty. But anyhow, it doesn't affect the blooms, which is, I think, okay for me. So here we go. So normally I just gently open this, and inside you'll see there's a little. Now even if you tear the leaf a little bit, it's not too bad. There it is. Oh, the caterpillar is inside. Can you see that? There's that green caterpillar right there. So I'm gonna pick that off right there. See that? I'm just gonna put it in the soap water to drown it. So like so. There you go. And there's some yucky stuff in here, which I can just destroy it as well. So if you end up finding there's stuff in here, just kind of get rid of it in here as well. And see that looks really bad. But like I said, it doesn't affect the blooms, so I think I'm okay with it. And you can kind of see there's another one here. I'm gonna try to open that for you right now as well. Here we go. I could use better gloves here. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, there it is. Hang on. I don't know, it's hard to see something. Oh, there it is. See that? There it is, right there. See that? I'm just gonna put it in the soapy water right now. Here, I have another one here. Oh. All spider web like inside. Oh, it's probably in here somewhere. I think, yeah. I'm gonna show you one more right here. Oh, there it is, there it is. Here we go. There you go. It's quite small. Oh, there's a big one in here. There you go. Look at that. Can you see that? There it is. There's a big one in here, I think. Okay. Oh, yep, there is a big one in here. See that? Oh, I dropped it. Oh, no, it's here. There it is, I found it. I think I've got everything here. I'm gonna go on to the next hydrangea that I have and do the same thing all over again. This planter seems to be pretty good. I don't see any, you know, pockets with the caterpillars, so that looks pretty good. And I can actually see that some of them actually have blooms forming on them already. So, yep, I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna go on to the other two smooth hydrangeas that I have in the garden. This one actually looks pretty good as well. I did come out and pick some of the caterpillars off yesterday, so that's probably why I don't see any today. This other bush also looks pretty good. And again, I did come out last night to remove most of them already. So I'm gonna go and look at the small Invincible wee white right now. And here's one of the two Invincible wee white that I have. This one looks like it's pretty good. Nope, I don't see any pockets of foliage all curled up. So that looks good. Here's the second Invincible wee white bush that I have. I think that looks pretty good. I have no caterpillars in there. And I'm actually looking closely at them, and I actually see lots of small little buds, blooms forming on these. This is very exciting. But in terms of caterpillars, nothing. So that looks really good. And here I'm checking one of my firelights. So I did find a couple here. You can kind of see that all the holes, this was actually damaged by the caterpillars, which I removed. But other than that, I'm not seeing a whole lot of damage anywhere else. So that looks pretty good. So I think that's good. But let's see. Yeah, oh, I do see a little ladybug, so that's a good sign of a healthy garden, I think. Other than that, I think all of the panicle hydrangeas are looking pretty good. I did scan through all of my bulbos and the limelight. No caterpillars on them tonight, so that's a good sign. And here at the front garden, you can kind of see I have two of the green mountain boxwood spirals here, and you can kind of see there's some dead foliage around, and there are some green new growth. Now the last week when I was here picking the caterpillars off, I found so many. I can't count how many, but I found so many. But I haven't been doing it for the last few days, so I'm just really afraid of what I'm going to be seeing underneath some of that new growth. So here's a close-up of what to look for. So I find that whenever I see, lots of sort of spider web, like, whitish, webby kind of, foliage here, and then some dry, dead-looking thing, that's probably a good sign that the caterpillars are actually in there, and they are actually eating the new growth, and that's what's killing the boxwood. Oh, there it is. I can see one right now. Let me come a little closer so you can see it better. Okay, so I hope you can see this. There it is, right here. See that? Okay. There it is. Okay, here we go. There it is. This is what it looks like. Can you see that? That's a big one. So this is the green leaf boxwood that has been eating on my plant here. So I'm gonna put this and drown it in soap water. Yep. Here I see some spider web. That's probably a good sign that they are in here, and you can see lots of dead foliage on here. So oh, I see another one right here. Do you see that? Right here. Oh, can you see that? Right there. There you go. There's another one. This is probably something that will be occupying most of my time this evening. And sometimes they camouflage so well that's so difficult to see. So I tend to look around for the dead foliage. That's probably a good sign that they are there somewhere. I think last week when we were looking at them, we probably found at least like 50, 60 of them. Oh, there's another one in here. Right there. Yeah, whenever you see the white spider web light, That's probably a good sign that they're in there somewhere. There it is. So here's a quick glimpse of the caterpillars that I picked out from the 2 boxwood tonight. So anyway, I think I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is how I sort of keep myself busy on days when I'm actually not actively planting in the garden. I pick beetles off my lily plants, caterpillars off my hydrangeas, as well as caterpillars off my boxwood. So it is tedious, and it's probably not the best way to prevent them from bothering our plants in the garden, but I find that that's sort of the easiest ways for me to keep the plants healthy without actually harming the organisms in the garden. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope to see you all next time. Take care, everyone. Bye bye for now.